Yeah, shouldn't have taken it in the first place.
Well, he'd better not give it back now. All the other drones are on their way.
Precisely. If you can't trust your best friends, you can't really trust anyone.
Agreed. I'd trust any of you with my life.
I'd say it's your fault for stealing the suit from him. Must I remind you, he pissed his pants while wearing a high-powered, fully weaponized suit?
Hey, I wonder, who do you think is the biggest gun?
Well, Rhodes clearly has the biggest gun with the minigun on his shoulder.
But that's basically the Mark II, which isn't as strong or resilient as the Mark III, and that new suit is probably even better.
Ultimately, I doubt it matters as long as they both prove more formidable than their opponents.
Whoever the big gun is between the both of you, you'd better figure it out fast.
This looks like an argument Yang and Nora would have.
What? No way!
Yeah, what are you talking about? There's no need for us to argue about something like that.
Right, because we both know who the big gun is between us.
Me.
Coco, what have you done?
No, you fool.
What's wrong?
That's the lowest point of the battlefield, with no cover. You're essentially a sitting duck where the enemy can just rain fire on you all day.
Gentlemen, now is not the time to be arguing. Now is the time to situate yourselves and prepare for the incoming attack.
I think it's too late for that now, Professor.
Rhodey totally shredded that one.
And that oil spray was awesome.
Yeah, definitely better than blood.
Awesome!
Incredible!
Even my best soldiers wouldn't be able to pull that off.
We could probably take them down, but I doubt any of us would be that effective.
We need that technology!
While the others voiced their reactions, Ruby just stared right at the screen.
Ruby? Sis?
Then in dramatic fashion, Ruby fainted, hand over her forehead and everything.
Oh no, it was too cool for her to handle.
Glinda, quick! Get the smelling salts!
Of course!
The professor then produced a small bit of smelling salts she kept, in case a student ever gets knocked out during combat training.
It's time to wake up now, Ms. Rose.
She then slightly moved the salt back and forth in front of Ruby's nose.
So awesome!
So, I'm guessing whatever was in his arms stored the energy for the beams, and he only has one, right? It's not like he can never do that again?
Right. It's never used to the same devastating effect again, but he does use it a few more times in the next movie he shows up in.
Quite impressive.
Oh yeah, justice!
Hammer's cruel deeds and foul play have finally caught up to him.
Good. That man doesn't deserve to walk free.
Are you serious right now?
This is entirely your fault. Ivan would never have gotten out of jail without you, let alone be able to make an army of drones.
Sadly, some criminals can never truly see the errors of their ways, or simply refuse to face the truth and maintain their innocence, even when faced with the evidence and they know full well they did it.
Ugh, at least Torchwick owned up to his crimes.
I don't know if that's cute or sad that he still thinks there's any competition.
I'm going with sad.
I second that.
And we'll never see him again.
Good.
Mr. Hammer certainly doesn't seem like the ideal man. Stripped of all his assets, I highly doubt he'd be much of a threat to anyone, let alone Tony Stark.
Wow, Pepper's really on top of things.
Agreed. Ms. Potts is displaying excellent leadership skills, as well as critical thinking in a time of crisis.
She could lead me anywhere.
Wait, what? Why is she staying?
I'd have to agree, Ms. Rose. Her wish to stay until the civilians are out of danger is admirable, but she's done all she can at this point. The most important thing for her now is to get herself to a safe location.
It may even be detrimental for her to stay behind, as now, officers must be concerned for her safety and divide their efforts from saving civilians.
That is a big suit.
Just a bigger target, I say.
But no doubt, a much stronger, more durable one.
Oh man, Tony, you missed out on a great joke.
You mean a stupid sexist joke from an idiotic criminal?
The charge time seems to be something to note. Something that would take that long is pretty abysmal in terms of usability in battle.
Agreed, sir. It would have to be used from either a great distance or be heavily protected by soldiers as they prepared to fire.
Has anyone noticed the fact that Ivan doesn't seem the least bit threatened?
The audience also noticed what the headmaster was implying and became nervous as well, thinking Ivan could either take it or knew something would go wrong. The Atlesians, however, simply believed it was hubris failing him again. Seeing this made Yang, Nora, Crow, Coco, Ruby, and John all die in laughter.
Looks like the hammer dropped the ball again.
Well, that was disappointing.
It must work at a longer range. There's no way a weapon so highly praised could fail.
A weapon highly praised by the man who made it. A second-rate weapons maker whose tech has proven several times to be faulty and obsolete. I'm not even surprised that it was a dud.
Go, Tony! Go, Rhodey!
Better hope you're packing something better than the ex-wife.
No! Not the minigun!
This is going very wrong, very fast.
I could take him! Those whips would just make me stronger, and I'd smash that suit!
Nothing's working.
The bullets aren't powerful enough to penetrate the armor, and Ivan can block their repulsor blasts with his whips. And physical attacks do nothing. Their only hope are missiles.
Or a move they discovered completely by accident.
You mean the double repulsor thing? But that could kill both of them, too.
At this rate, they may not have any other choice.
Whatever they're gonna do, they need to do it now.
Even we would likely have difficulty fighting him like this.
Good luck, both of you.
You can do this! You have to!
Do it!
Come on!
They did it! They really did it! Oh, yeah, the heroes always win.
John smiled at this sadly, happy the audience enjoyed the fight, but sad knowing that Yang's statement wouldn't always be true.
Self-destruct settings.
Oh, come on!
Why the hell would you just stand there? You should have gotten far away from it.
Right? Seriously, I'm the poster girl for red, and even I know flashing red lights mean bad.
But it's okay. At least Tony was able to save her in time.
Deep breaths, in and out.
Tony did predict this in the last movie that being in a relationship would make her deeply worried.
But they're not together.
She's not making any excuses. She's clearly trying to get away from your crazy antics.
No, Ms. Schnee. She is making excuses to justify to herself why she should leave him.
The vice headmistress often tried to do the same for Ozpin, but always found herself unable to do so. Although the fighting against the incarnation of evil itself still had a good bit to do with that.
Maybe she wants you.
You two are perfect for each other. You always have been.
Indeed. It's incredibly clear that both of you wish to continue being together and to procreate.
Penny!
Because he wants what's best for you, too.
Aw, how sweet.
Ah, young love.
Not sure that's how it works.
According to my father, it is. He had black hair when he took over my grandfather's company. Now his hair is completely white, and he's the same age as General Ironwood.
Blake leans closer to the screen.
About damn time.
This isn't going where you think it is, Blake.
Blake pouts.
So the hero gets the girl in the end. I hope something like that will...
Not in a million years.
That's still a possibility for you, John.
Thanks for the encouragement, Pyrrha. This is why you're my best friend.
Pyrrha smiled in response, but her eyes were wide open, trying to hide the fact that she was screaming inside.
Hey, did anyone just hear glass shatter?
If only they could see what's right in front of them.
Yeah, if only.
I really need to step in and put an end to these boys' ignorance.
You're ruining the moment, Rhodey. Get lost.
Right. That's why you want him to leave.
I'm serious. This was a very touching scene.
Okay, now that was funny.
She does have a sense of humor.
Of course. My sister always had the best jokes when we were younger.
It's never the last one.
These action heroes always have more. They're just waiting to unpack.
I'd say he's earned it at this point.
As long as he doesn't give it back to the military.
But he has to get a new minigun put on.
So wait, I'm confused. Is she going to resign now or what?
I'm not sure if that's even relevant anymore, Ruby.
Finally! They should tell us exactly what this Avengers initiative is.
I wouldn't get your hopes up, Schnee.
Curses!
All of those are incredibly accurate assessments of Mr. Stark's personality.
Which leaves me shocked that they'd accept him for this initiative. Oh.
I still don't get it. Why wouldn't they want freaking Iron Man in the Avengers initiative?
Because he understands that Mr. Stark hasn't taken a real break in over a week, possibly in the last 6 months. Tony could be dead at this very moment if S.H.I.E.L.D. hadn't stepped in and Tony hadn't created that new element.
Oh, now I get it. They want him to take a break. Sounds fine to me.
Yep. Everyone needs to stop and recharge every now and then. John, once we're done here, you're going to have to introduce me to the music your world has.
Looks like Tony gets a chance to rub something in that senator's face one more time.
Congratulations, soldier.
Oh, come on, he saved so many people. Don't be mean.
You'll be happy to know he eventually gets his just desserts.
Good.
He may be a sneaky jerk, but he's still a hero.
I would have brought my hand up like I was waving and smack that senator in the face.
I don't think you'd get away with that.
They couldn't prove I meant to do it. I'd be posing for pictures.
Still, it'd be in Tony's best interest to play nice until the ceremony ends.
So now we're expecting a post-credits scene.
Awesome! What's next?
Sir, we found it.
A hammer? But it looks tiny, though. No way it does anything good.
Perhaps, but remember, Ms. Rose, appearances can be deceiving.
For people, yes. But there's no way a hammer that small could be of any use, Oz.
Then why would Coulson or S.H.I.E.L.D. want it, James? There must also be a reason for that clap of thunder.
So, are we going to proceed to the next movie?
Not yet, Penny. First, I'm going to tell you all a different story. A story all of you absolutely must hear.
John then proceeded to tell them everything.